Hey guys, Grimclaws here, welcome back, and I'm glad to have the Claw Club community with me today as we do another Hearthstone news and video deck gameplay, or rather should I say a deck that I built that I am reviewing, promoting, however you want to look at it. So first we're going to start out by an article called Prince Renathal, Hit or Miss, the best 40 card Renathal decks. So we'll get into that to see the merit behind Prince Renathal and what it can bring to the game and what he might do differently. And since all the decks that I'm premiering since, I believe, Thursday and over the course of this July 4th weekend are all 40 card Prince Renathal decks, I figured this would be important to add in. And we're going to be concentrating on the Hearthstone reveal season for the new expansion, Murder at Castle Nathria, and reviewing some decks and that I built myself. So with that said, roll the intro.
Welcome back, Claw Club community. It's time for the claws to come out.
Alright, and if you guys would like to support the channel further, it's listed down below in the banner, and it's Cash App, money sign Grimclaws, GRIMLAWZ. Like the content if you like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. That's up to you, but hopefully you can get some use out of these decks. So let's get into this. This is written by Old Guardian himself. Okay, so here's what he says. Just wow, Prince Renathal has taken over Hearthstone by a storm. Right now, more than half of the decks played in Diamond and Legend include the Wayward Prince. With Prince Renathal in your deck, you can play 40 cards instead of 30, and you can also start with 40 health instead of 30. And I love this card. I think it's going to slow the game down, but still allow combo decks to thrive. I think it would have been really spicy, a spicy meat ball, if they had said up to 40. Now that really would have fucked shit up for everybody, because then you could be using 31, 32, 35 cards. I think that would have been a fucking amazing. So anyways, he says this is similar to Reno decks that can only include a single copy of each card, but a larger deck with duplicates allowed is less punishing than singletons. Yes, running Highlander is, not the easiest thing nowadays. But I've seen people running Prince and Reno in a Highlander deck, so 40 unique cards. I haven't seen it be that successful, but I've seen it, and it's fucking annoying when you get them down to 8 health and they Reno back up to 40. But alright, so he continues to say, starting on at 40 health, on the other hand, is a big reward. In many ways, it is better than Reno Jackson, as you can always have the reward without having to draw any specific cards. Like Reno decks, Renathal decks will also get even better as the card pool grows bigger, as you will have more good options to fill your deck. Renathal's full power will not be on display in Standard until December. Yes, when the final expansion block of this cycle releases. Let's explore the world of Renathal decks. What are the best decks to use them in? Are these decks any good? Can you still play without him? It's time to find the answers. So the very first one he posts on is Prester Druid. So Renathal Prester Druid. Hit 13 Legend by IGXC. Let's see here. It's you know the deck list, the bubblers, the trogs, the peasants, and the reason why this is so fucking powerful is that all of these cards are just cards you would have run in like an Oracle of Elune Druid or a Taunt Druid or a Beast Druid anyways. So you're really not changing anything. You have tons of early game, so you can keep yourself alive, plus a 10 extra health. And then you finally get your Lady Prester out, and if you've killed off a couple mailbox dancers, or played a couple mailbox dancers, then you can coin her out, if you're already on the coin, up to 3 turns earlier. And then you just have Finley right after you play her to fill your hands with as many dragons as you can get. And it's just amazingly powerful. So he says, honestly, I don't know how to feel about this deck. This is by far the most popular early Renathal deck. It is also currently a contender for title of the best druid deck in the game. Yeah, I guess it probably is right up there with Alignment Druid, which also has benefited greatly with that extra 10 life and that buffer zone to ramp and not really worry about beating face down into the dirt before you can get your pop-off turn with Lady Anaconda and Celestial Alignment and all that shit, Nourish. Okay, that is a low bar to clear, even given how abysmal Druid has been as of late, but still. At first sight, this deck looks like a random mess of cheap minions. To be fair, it is an early Renathal deck that surely are improvements still to be found, but this random mess serves a purpose. That point is Lady Prestor. You want to run her in your random junk, blah blah blah, turn your minions into dragons as soon as possible, and one good thing is it turbos out Kazakhstan. Sorry, I'm still not sure if that music's too loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more. So, yeah, you play 4 of these dragons, and if one of them happens to be, you know, a 2-mana Kazakhstan, bam, you get the treasures, you know, he's already done. So, the deck has both Capture, Cold Tooth Mine, and Jerry Rig Carpenter as tutors. She's the highest cost card in the deck, so you draw her off Cold Tooth Mine every time, so you can tutor her right out. And then if you split it, you know, you can get your aquatic form to see what's on the bottom. You can use your second one to draw Guff, so you can do Guff stuff. Alright, performance-wise, he says it's a 2-tier deck. You can absolutely use the Climb the Legend, but there are still better options out there. And now he goes into Renathal Celestial Druid. And I'm with Zeddy on this one. I fucking hate this deck. I think this one particular card right here, Celestial Alignment, is just so unfun to play against. I mean, at least in Boar Priest, even though it's uninteractive, it's very skill intensive. You need to learn when to do certain things and the little nuances on it. I mean, we're not all Pocket Train who can play that deck blindfolded with a hand taped behind his back and still win no problem. So, but Celestial Alignment, I mean, as long as you ramp up and get it in your hand, you're pretty much going to win. Let's see what he has to say about this deck. While there is a force, there is a counterforce. With the rise of Presser Druid to immense popularity, the tides have washed ashore another Druid. Celestial Alignment is back once again. This is Mo throwing out, looks like Barney, Celestial Alignment at 7, wiping his hands off of it. And then Barney's back at 8. Alright, Celestial Druid's main ticket to fame is its Prester Druid matchup, which is roughly 60-40 in favor of Celestial Alignment. That, I mean, 20%, that's how much this one card can tip the scales. Celestial Druid is also better against some of the other slower decks like Boar Priest and Ping Mage, but in most matchups between 5 and 10% weaker than Prester Druid. It remains to be seen whether Celestial Druid will be an answer to multiple Renathal decks right now. It looks like a precision weapon. It beats Prester Druid but lacks the consistency to survive aggressive decks despite 40 starting health. Alright, and then there's the one that Kibler has been playing, Renathal Quest Priest. So we'll touch on this real quick. And these are all linked under the article. Just go to, let me move my camera out of the way real quick. Hearthstone top decks. Just look up Old Guardian's article. And all the deck codes are right in there for all of these if you want to play any of them. So what's he saying about the one Kibler's been playing? Alright. I still can't believe it runs Deep Run Engineer. I just laugh at it every time I see it, but Having more health has always been the priest dream. In the past, priests had access to 40 health, but that required jumping through the hoops of Awaken the Maker's quest and Journey to Ungaro. Now, priests can start the game with 40 health. At long last, if you cannot decide whether Light Shower Elemental or Undying Disciple is the better 6-drop for your quest priest, you have enough space to fit them both. Fuck, I always just put 2 of each in. You know, I usually put 2 Light Shower Elementals, 2 Undying Disciples, and a Light Bomb. That's how I always played it. On a serious note, Quest Priest is just about perfect for Renathal. The deck does not seem to experience any downsides from its inclusion, and instead it has gained 1-2% against most aggressive decks as compared to Quest Priest without Renathal. This puts the deck comfortably over the 50% win rate line and makes it more viable. These are also still the very early days of Renathal Quest Priest, so I expected the deck to get even better, he's saying. The ability to heal and a bigger health pool are the perfect foot. The best priest deck is still Naga Priest, by the way. I guess I'd have to agree with that. Naga Priest is less skill intensive than Boar Priest, but it's super powerful. And if you watch some of these games on the Masters Tour or Grandmasters, you can see people in dire situations while playing Naga Priest or Wig Priest just still pull it out with like 3 cards left in their deck. You know, all it takes is that one, you know, like Vicious Slither Spear or a Treasure Guard that and a couple Nogglings you held in turn in your hand, and to just play them out and fucking put as much in you can on that Treasure Guard or Slither Spear, fucking bless it and go face. Sometimes that's all it takes. Okay, then there's the Renathal Highlander Quest Priest. Now, he says the abomination. And this is what I was talking about. People running Highlander Renathal decks. I don't get it. That's their thing. If they know how to make it work, good luck to them. I'm just here to show you guys what I make. And I want to throw that in there. As I've thrown into my last couple of videos, I'm a deck builder. I like doing it. It's fun to me. You know, I play them and I have fun with the game. I'm not really focused on hitting #1 legend. I'm more focused on having fun with decks that I created. So if you ever want a deck built for you, if you're a streamer or you're someone that's considered streaming or you're just a player, just DM me on Twitter and I'd be happy to help you out. I'll do it for free. You know, just if you use one of my decks, all I ask is that you just give me a little credit, say this is a deck by Grimclaws, or give me a follow back on Twitter, something like that. That's all I ask. But yeah, I'm always open to help build decks, or deck doctor, something that you've tried to get to work and couldn't, or just want something made from scratch, you know, for content. So he's saying this is the abomination. How the fuck can you play wait. I thought he said this was Renathal Highlander Quest Priest. Okay, sorry, yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. Jesus Christ, dude. And there's that fucking Reno. Someone had to think about it, right? What if I cripple my deck in 2 separate ways to gain access to 2 powerful rewards? 40 health combined with Reno Jackson. What could possibly go wrong? The most hilarious thing about this deck is that on HS Replay, even though the deck has a sample size of 1,500 games, the site is unable to give individual card statistics for some of the included cards. Is Truscar Trawler a strong addition to the deck? Even after 1,500 games, we have no idea. It has not been seen often enough. In an omen of things to come, once Renathal Quest Priest is properly tuned and gets even more cards to choose from, even this take on the archetype is able to hit a 50% win rate on lat. That's fucking crazy. And it's clearly weaker than the non-Reno version. I agree with that 100%. And okay, so this is the deck we're gonna do today. Renathal Questline Curse Warlock, except ours isn't Questline, so it's gonna be very similar, but I don't play the Questline. I'm not looking to self-damage. Now, I will say, the worst matchup for this deck, and I do believe this is the deck that has benefited the most from Renathal. The worst matchup for it, though, is a fucking Quest Hunter. Because those Abyssal Curses casting out of his hand accelerates his or her quest. And it's fucking annoying. They should really get rid of that interaction. You're damaging them. Just because it's in their hand, that shouldn't count as them playing a spell and dealing damage, you know? It should just deal damage to them from their hand and then disintegrate. It shouldn't accelerate their quest. I think that's a broken interaction, but whatever. So let's see if this is close to what I'm going to play today. A couple Mortal Coils. Not playing Demon Seed because I'm not trying to self-injure myself. I'm playing a control style Curse Warlock. And I play all curses. Curses of Agony, all the Abyssal curses. I try to copy them as much as I can with Brann and Zola. And obviously Tamsin. Demonic Assault. Yeah. Immolate. I do run Immolates too, just for more disruption. I'm actually thinking of taking them out for a couple, what are they called? Coil Fang Constrictors, just to make it harder for them to play cards and get the Immolates off a little better. So I could play an Immolate on 4 and a Constrictor on 5 and slow them down and actually maybe get Immolate used in the right way. Rune Mithril Rod, I don't know if I put that in there. It just seems like such a crap weapon ever since they took Backfire out. I mean, there's literally barely any ways to draw unless you got Dreadlich Tamsin or a Mortal Coil. Yes, is the Dark Portal still in Standard? I don't know, I think that got rotated out. Yeah, this is pretty close to what I'm running. Spice Bread Bakers, Queen Azshara. I don't run Mutinous or the Goldshire Knolls. So these are actually some pretty good ideas. So I think I'm going to do what I did with yesterday's video for the Holy Paladin. Now the original list is up on Twitter, but I'm probably going to change a couple things around as I explain the mulligan and how to play the deck. And because of that, it'll have a new deck code. So I'll put that deck code down in the description. But if you want to play the original version of the deck, then just go to my Twitter and scroll down until you see the one called Curses with an exclamation point, and that deck code will be for the original version and not the one that I'm going to change up before we play. So let's see what he has to say about this. I don't even know what game I'm playing here anymore. Sure, Curse Warlock was excited about Prince Renathal, as having more health is very useful for the archetype, but the best performing lists are not just going for those curses. Nope, they are also adding the Demon Seed back into the mix. There would be room for many graphics of Mo throwing Barney out of the bar in this article. In fact, I'm just going to make another one of those. This revolving door has earned it. Here you go. And then he's back again. Alright. Okay, I mean, I get it. First, you're trying to just stay alive by adding Renathal. Then, more than half of the meta is running Renathal, and your curses start to feel a bit ineffective. That is what I said. I believe Curse Warlock has benefited the most from Renathal, but since everybody's so excited, and it's a free card, and it completely changed the game, the rules of the game, that a lot of people are playing Renathal, so it evens the playing field. But I think that excitement will die down as new decks come out. People don't want to dilute their decks as much, but Curse Warlock is one that is going to be one of the best affected by it, and I think continue using Renathal in the deck. And what could be a better way to deal damage than drawing yourself to fatigue long before your opponent, and then turning that fatigue into damage on your opponent. So sorry, I can't fucking read today. Renathal, big spell mage, he goes over. We all know the deck list for big spell mage. The Renathal version just has a little extra stuff like... I completely disagree with this one, guys. I think if you're going to play big spell mage, play the 30 card version with the 2 Rune of the Archmages, the 2 Drakefire Amulets, and Belinda Magister, 2 Parrots, and your Deepwater Invokers, and your ping stuff. I mean, if you want, yeah, put a Mordresh in there. Some people do, some people don't. But all this extra crap is not needed. Alright, you don't need... I mean, people play Agony in the regular 30 card version anyway, so... but you don't need Talon, just... whatever. It's too much. Okay, I'm starting to freak out a little over here, he says. Want to know the best big spell mage deck right now? Yes, it is this one, and it runs Prince Renathal too. It kind of makes sense. Big spell mage's one big weakness has been survivability. So you go to 40 health and you add some more survivability. Instant upgrade, right? It's actually not that straightforward. The Renathal variant of big spell mage pretty much gives up against fast Murlocs, shamans, and aggressive demon hunters. It is actually worse to have 40 health and less consistency in the deck in those aggro matchups, which is what I was just saying. On the other hand, this variant is even stronger against mid-range decks and better against Curse Warlocks too, as they cannot just kill you fast enough. So you'll find the right tools, consistent or not. I disagree with what he says here. I think the 30 card version is much better, and the Masters Tour has been proving that. The final word on the top Spell Mage variant has not been written yet. Renathal Beast Hunter. This one, I'm on the fence about, and I'd like you guys to leave down in the comments what you think about Renathal Beast Hunter. Do you like the 30 card version of Beast Hunter with the revived pets, the King Crush, the Mountain Bears, I forget their name, Azshara Sabers, I think? Do you like that 30 card version, or do you like the 40 card version right here? Which adds in the Selective Breeders, and the Brock Kotobane, the Rat King, the Wing Commander Ikman, and Ambassador Phelan. Some of them, the 30 cards, some of them run Okani, some of them don't, so I'm not really going to touch on that one. So let's see. In a final crescendo, I present the best Renathal deck on the ladder at the moment, and also the best Beast Hunter deck. Renathal Beast Hunter is actually a thing. Ambassador Phelan looks really good in this list. The world we knew, it has changed for good. I'm on the fence about this one, really, guys. Like, Devouring Swarms are super helpful when you can just drive them in, you know, your King Crush, drive it in, and fucking return it back to your hand if they have something big up, then you can play it again. You can get copies through the Selective Breeders. Jeez, I don't know. I haven't tried this version, but let me see. What do they got? I don't like the Wing Commander Ikman in it, or the Rat King. I don't want anything pulling away from my Azshara Sabers or my King Crush or my Mountain Bears. I want those to be the only 3 beasts in the deck, so I consistently pull them. But if you're getting copies with Selective Breeders, now why aren't they using... Why the fuck do you have Brock Kotobane in there? It's probably for... how much is it? Revived Pet. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Am I missing something here? Where is... Okay, in my Beast Druid deck, I run the Terra Coil Naga. The one that says if you played a spell while this was in your hand, then your next spell casts twice. That way, and I also play with 2 emergency maneuvers. So when somebody attacks into one of my Azshara Sabers, I get it right back. So that means I can add another sunken one to my deck. Somebody kills my King Crush, I get it right back the next turn. Also, like I said, I play with two of the Terra Coils, so that when I use my Revive Pet, it goes off twice, and I get 2 big beasts back. And I know exactly which ones I'm getting back because I only play 3 beasts in the deck. I'm interested to try this, so actually what we're going to do is we're going to copy that deck code right there. If you want to know who's on the keyboard, that's Emily Ratchikowski. She was in the Blurred Lines video. Go check it out. The song sucks, you know, but great video. So, alright, I got that copied. Let's go back down. So let's get his hot take on this. Finish it up. Alright, so Prince Renathal, hit or miss. Prince Renathal has changed the Hearthstone meta for good. In this article, we've just scratched the surface in standard format. The early signs from Wild indicate that Renathal may have a major role to play in the Eternal Hearthstone format as well, but ascertaining that will take some more time. It is important to note that Renathal is not an answer to everything. Aggro decks do not want Renathal. The early attempts to include the card in Demon Hunter have failed. Ironically, the most archetypical control class in the game, Warrior, also seems to have little to gain from the card. Well, that's because it was nerfed to shit just a little bit ago. Warrior was always based on armor, not health. Now other classes have a way too close to that gap and play control decks with more leeway. Much like Warrior has always been able to. The best current control Warrior lists do not run Renathal, but this may change as the card pool grows. Interestingly, Renathal has found a home in some mid-range decks like Prester Druid and Beast Hunter. The slow side of mid-range, the ones that struggle the most to survive in the early game, have found a new hope in the Prince. The surge of Renathal decks have also sparked life in new decks that can counter slow decks. Murloc, Shamans, and Murgurgling like never before. Mech Paladins and Mech Mages enjoying doing things uncontested in the early game and can blast through 40 health easily. These 3 decks look stronger than any Renathal decks right now. Yet Renathal will grow stronger as the card pool grows. If it is good now, how good will it be in August? What about December? Blizzard has released a strong card that will forever shape the Hearthstone meta. I hope they've been able to strike just the right balance with it, as players will try their utmost to use it to break the meta. So it kind of seems like Old Guardian's on the fence as well. So again, leave it down in the comments. What do you guys think of the new Prince Renathal card? Since I'm doing these 5 decks, Prince Renathal decks, to showcase 40 card decks and kind of review them, even though I built them all. But, you know, just kind of share them to the community. Again, love you, Club community. So write down in the comments what you guys think of Prince Renathal, and also let me know what you think is better, the 30 card version of Beast Hunter or the 40 card version of Beast Hunter. Alright, so we've already gone on, holy shit, for 37 minutes. So let's get into the gaming. Okay, so where are we? First we need to find a deck to delete so I can import that 40 card Beast Hunter. So this is my Beast Hunter with Dunbaldar Emergencies. I play the Secret Package. I play the... Well, I guess I do have more than 3 beasts in my deck, but... I'm not exactly sure I don't remember putting the monstrous parrots in there. I suppose it's just to get more off my Azshara sabers. But I can't think of any other reason I would have put those in there. Fuck it. If he says it's good, it's good. So let's just... Ah, shit. I don't really like playing other people's decks. I like the emergency maneuvers, the Dunbaldar bunker, and the twin bows. So maybe we can just fix that right now. Alright, let's just get rid of it. Okay, so rename Whoop. Beast Hunter 40 style. What? That didn't write style. STYLE. Okay. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do, I know this isn't part of the Cursed Warlock deck, but I'll get to that in just a second. I'm just going to take out the shit that I don't want here. I don't want fucking Barak. I don't want the fucking Rat King. Why the fuck would I want this? What if it summons King Crush out of it? And fuck, you know, like, it's the same cost as King Crush. I guess because it... Oh, I know why it's in here. Because if it pulls Hydrolon, then you get Rush. Whereas if the Sunken Sabers pull Hydrolon, then the attachments don't get Rushed, and you're kind of fucked for a turn. So we'll leave that alone. I'm fine with that. That brought us down to 38. Jeez. Doggy Biscuits, I'm fine with these. Let's get rid of the Trogs. This isn't Face Hunter after all. Peasants I'm okay with. So let's get rid of these guys too. Alright, now I can put in... I believe I had a couple Dunbald bunkers. An explosive trap. Freezing trap. 2 emergency maneuvers. And that doesn't look bad. I would like another copy of each, honestly, if I could, but we'll go with that, and maybe that'll be another video. But alright, like I said, let me know down in the comments which version you think is better, what you've had success with. I'm really interested to know, and I do read all the comments. Alright, so here's what we're going to be playing today. The new and improved 40 card Cursed Warlock. Bam! So as you can see, I play the Curses of Agony, and I play Seeds of Destruction. I just have removal, basically removal and curses and other disruption. And I do play Commander Ulthok. Now I know a lot of people think that this is a shit card, but when you have your opponent down to, you know, like 10 health or less, and every card they're playing costs them mana, they usually just concede. I mean, this guy is a finisher for sure. I don't think he's supposed to be like, you know, a minion you flop out on turn 5 for the upside of being a 7/7. Because, you know, if your opponent, especially in a Renathal deck, is at 40 health, then you just plop out their whole fucking hand, you know? Especially if they're like a wig priest or something. So yeah, this guy is more of a finisher, and he needs to be used in that finishing capacity. But we have all the removal we could want, entitled customers, Gigafin, 2 twistings. I even put Lord Jaraxxus in there. I figure, you know, if I draw him early enough, I can, you know, turn into him. Or if I'm getting low on cards. Because all she really does is make me not take damage for drawing cards, and shuffles a rift in. And I'm not playing like a, what's that card? The Selfish Shellfish, you know, or Death Rattle makes someone draw 2 cards, OTK deck, or the Naval Mine OTK deck. So I really don't care about that, keeping her in there. So if she can deal 3 damage to help clear up the board, shuffle 3 rifts in, draw 3 cards, that's good. I can draw some more cards off her, and then when I get to Lord Jaraxxus, I'll gain 5 more, and I'll start putting out 6/6 Infernals instead. So it's got a little bit of late game on it. So the only change I want to make is I need to find 2 cards to take out, which is probably going to be the Seeds of Destruction, because they're not shadow spells, so they don't synergize with Tamsin. And I think they're the only fel spells in here. And I just want to make the Immolates work better. So I'm going to take out 2 Seeds of Destruction, and I'm going to put in 2 Coil Fang Constrictors. Alright, so if you guys want to play the original version with the Seeds of Destruction in it, go to my Twitter. It's at Grimclaws, GRIMCLAWZ. Scroll down a little bit. I posted it about 2 or 3 days ago, all 5 of the deck codes. One of them was No Hand Gamer's Prester Druid, which I decided, since, like I told you earlier, since he uploaded a video on it already, I'm not going to bother uploading a video to showcase it. It's already been showcased. So I instead made, since I promised 5 decks that I was going to upload, I made a 5th one myself. Like I said, it's Shaman. It deals with Frost, but not in the way you think. So be looking out for that, because I think it's a really cool and unique deck, and I think it's going to be at least a tier 2 deck. That's what I believe. I may be proven wrong. I may look like an idiot more than I already do with my Jake the Dog hat on, but you know what? It works. So we'll be playing this version. Basically, if you don't know how to play this deck, it's basically you just remove all their shit as efficiently as possible. When you get your curses, you don't always want to immediately play them. I mean, if you got Tamsin in hand and enough mana to play Tamsin and your Curse of Agonies, by all fucking means, do it, you know, because you could get up to 12 Curses of Agonies in their deck. So when you get that ascending fatigue damage, you know, it can really make an impact. So with the mulligan, I usually like trying to keep 1 form of removal for the early game, maybe a Mortal Coil to help me draw, or touch a Nathrezim. I'll consider keeping a Curse of Agony if I have Tamsin also in my hand. But besides that, I'm usually just looking for just early game removal. Far Watch Post is almost always a keep to slow down the other player. Brann is usually almost always a keep, because he can be kind of hard to find in the 40 card deck since he's a legendary. So if you get him, keep him, because he really helps pop off. You may have to wait a little longer to play these, but that's what the extra kind of health is for, to give you that buffer. But you can start giving people 2 curses at a time. You know, your school teachers can generate more Curses of Agony as well, more removal. They can generate Drag Below for more Abyssal Curses. Zola Usually I use Zola to copy Brann, so I can play 2 Branns and then have all these battle cries go off 3 times and get 3 curses in hand at once. That's at least what I try to do. Or I'll use them on school teachers, spice bread bakers, basically, or you know, have Queen go off 3 times, get to pick, you know, all the treasures you want. You can get the colossal one, you can get the weapon, you can get the one that puts 5 cards in your deck, you know, all of them. Except for that middle one that no one ever picks, that one that's second to the right. I don't even remember what it's called. Of course, Za'qul. You know, you don't keep them in your opening hand, but you're good to draw them. Anything past this, if you think you're going to be going something that's pretty aggressive and you're on the coin, you might want to consider keeping an entitled customer. That's one way to clean up the deck. I wouldn't recommend going anything above that mana range, like keeping a Gigafin, a Twisting Nether, or anything like that. Or you can keep a Spice Bread Baker to just heal yourself up instead of clearing. And again, with a Brann out, you know, I know that's turn 7, but if your Brann sticks, if you're playing against like a non-interactive deck, or you've just seen a key moment where you know that they're struggling for removal, then if you can get your Brann to stick, then you don't have to wait till turn 7. So yeah, basically I'll just keep removal, watch posts, and if Tamsin's in hand, curses. And I always keep Brann, and that's about it. And then you just try to be as annoying as fucking possible. Literally just be as annoying as humanly fucking possible. Probably like you guys are going to say I'm being right now down in the comments, because I know how YouTube fucking chat works. So anyways, let's get into a game. I think I've gone over the deck long enough. We're getting to 52 minutes on the video. Hopefully I can trim this down and post. Let's see. Let's jump into a game. And the season just restarted, so I am playing in bronze. I didn't play yesterday. I took the day off. I wonder if this would be better. Just would that be right on the button? Yeah, it's just better over here.
Shadows take you.
Alright, so I'm going first, not on the coin. So in this situation, I'm just going to keep the Drain Soul. Playing against the Hunter, so probably going to need some early removal. That's not great. I'd like to have an Immolate in hand if I have the Coil Fang. Or just something to do on turns 1 or 2. Oh, so he's the 40 card version. Looks like we're playing the 40 card version of Beast Hunter. So there's Tamsin, and of course I got no curses of Agony. So just pass. That was a horrible fucking draw. I got Tamsin, but I got nothing to use with her. I guess I'm just gonna throw out a curse. That's all I got to do. I like to get the curses ticking down early. Oh shit, he's a quest hunter. I'm accelerating his quest. This is exactly what I said. This is the worst matchup. Anyways, what I was getting into is I'm not like other content creators or streamers. I don't just do a 3-hour stream and then cherry pick my best wins and only showcase the wins of the deck and then claim some extraordinary win rate. Now, I have had some extraordinary win rates with these decks that have tested these 5 decks. They've all been above 75%, but it's early in the Renathal meta. And so I do show my losses, and this looks like it's going to be a loss. It's against a fucking, god damn it, fucking quest hunter, a 40 card Renathal quest hunter. So I can't remove that. I can't target it. Let's just see what's in his hand, what we don't want him to play. He's got the coin. He's got a freezing trap. Oh, so he's playing watch post too. I guess I'm just gonna pick the fucking coin. Explosive trap. Yeah. This guy's gonna annihilate us. This is the worst matchup for the deck. So yeah, the coin accelerates, I mean the curse accelerates his quest. I used to put Snapdragons in this deck just because everything's got a fucking battle cry on it. My Coil Fang Constrictors would come out huge. It was amazing. I took them out. I'm not sure why. I probably should have maybe took out 2 other cards and put in 2 Snapdragons. Literally almost everything's got a battle cry. Alright, I'm at 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would bring me back up to 40 if I play the Spice Bread Baker. No, if I'm going to use the Bread Baker, it's just better to do it. Nah, fuck. I don't want to use the Bread Baker right now. It's probably another explosive trap, so for fuck's sake, it's probably another explosive trap. So if I drain soul and attack into it, then I'm not gonna kill it. So for now, I guess we're just gonna ignore it and then just let both my minions. Oh, freezing trap. Okay. Good. Get to play him again. So that adds another whole element. As I asked you guys twice already, you know, tell me what you think of Prince Renathal down in the comments, and let me know your opinion, since me and Old Guardian are both on the fence of what's better, a 40 card Beast Hunter or a 30 card Beast Hunter. Tell me which ones you guys like best, but also tell me if you like the 30 card Beast Hunter with or without the quest and the 40 card Beast Hunter with or without the quest. What do you guys prefer? How do you guys like to play it? I'd really like to know. Alright, so just gonna do that. My only other play would be Tamsin. I can't do that, so we'll just draw a card. Alright, and we can heal up next turn with the Bread Baker. I fucking hate that, dude. You put a curse in their hand, it deals damage to them, and it accelerates their quest. The one thing about these, and I know this is going to be a long video, we're already at over an hour. Like I said, I'll try to trim it down, cut some of the pork out, but these Renathal games can go on a lot longer than regular games would. So, he's saving up for something. Let's see. He's got the curse in hand.
Getting any younger.
I think I'm just gonna play. What I got? Tam, that's 5. That'll leave me with 2. That doesn't leave me enough. Not an 8, so I can't play those.
I'm not getting any
I'll
younger.
play a Constrictor. Furious Howl. He doesn't need that right now. I'm just gonna block the coin again. And looks like put another curse into his hand. Which, yay, I just finished this fucking quest for him. Awesome. Love that interaction. It's all downhill from here. I know this matchup too well. It is all downhill from here. And that's the other thing too. They can play those quests out of hand to reset their hero power. It's just fucking obnoxious.
Fresh out of the oven.
Wait, did I already play the other bread baker? I think I did. Shit. I thought I had another one.
I'm not getting any
Oh dear. I probably should have played Tamsin before that. That was a misplay. Like I said, I'm not a fucking a grandmaster here, so.
Your soul dissolves.
No, I'm not gonna draw. He can do so much damage this turn. He's got 3 on the board. I know he's got the coin in hand. I know he's got Furious Howl. I know. Alright. Watch post. Well, I guess the best thing to do would be play Tamsin, which is going to kill her, but give me another version of that back. And again, that's just going to give him more ammo to kill me. Since he's pretty much just going to be playing spells and pinging me down, I think I'm just going to waste the second one. It's going to give him even more ammo to kill me, but it's going to deal more damage to him. I probably just gave him lethal, so. Could really use Za'qul. Well, I could have used Za'qul. Healed up a lot off my curses there. Ah, shit. To go with the school teacher. See what I can get.
Anybody?
Let's just get dragged below. It's gonna be around to 5. Let's do this.
Pick me!
Fuck. That's a tough one. What am I at? 11? Let's just touch this one. Probably should have mortal coiled it, but play Renathal. So my next curse is going to do 7. So he's going to get rid of either the school teacher or Renathal. And he's going face. Abyssal curse. Like I said, I'm so scared that I'm giving him lethal here. Oh, please don't be lethal. I literally got lethal next turn. Please don't be lethal. Don't be lethal, please. Shit! He's got it. He's got it. Oh, nope. Gulp the Gorgon. Oh, he loses. Unless he's got a 1-mana spell. Oh shit, he's got the fucking arcane shot and the coin. Fuck. Well, anyways, that can showcase the power of the deck. That was literally my worst matchup, and I had lethal on the board. But I don't like that interaction. I hate how the curses accelerate the quest for the quest hunter. Ugh, fuck's sake. That was just a disheartening game. Let's play one more. I know it's gonna be a long video. Alright, we're at 1 hour and 9 minutes. Alright, Warlock versus Warlock. Let's see, it might be a mirror match here. Alright, and I'm on the coin this time. So, I want to get rid of Renathal. I usually like to keep the bread baker, but I'm gonna try to get rid of her for either Tamsin for the Curse of Agony or a Coil Fang Constrictor for the Immolate. Oh yeah! Alright, I don't know if that's gonna win me the game, but at least it's a game plan. Looks like it's a mirror match. Alright, so I don't have Tamsin for the Curses of Agony, but I could always get her and play the second one. I could get a total of 9 in his deck and dilute it even more. Alright, and I don't want to coin out the Immolate because I want to follow it up. Well, actually, I can. Why did I think Coil Fang Constrictor costed 5 for some reason? Oh, because I'm only going to have 3. Yeah, 3 next turn. So, I don't want to coin out the Immolate because I want to follow it up with the Coil Fang Constrictor. So, I think we're just going to get the curse. Oh shit, I would have to coin that out too. Let's just draw. Alright. Dreadlich Tamsin. Alright. Relaxing music. Okay, he's playing Renathal. Maybe in this case I actually want to use... The earlier you play Renathal, Immolate, the better. So I could coin that out and just tank the 3. Or I could get a curse in his hand with Drag Below. Which sucks because, again, I don't have Tamsin. Let's just stick to the game plan here. I can always get rid of him next turn. Or I'm going to play the Coil of Fang Constrictor next turn, and then I can just Siphon Soul on turn 5. Well, obviously he's going to pick Spell. I think. Fuck. I don't want to touch it. I guess I kind of have to. Alright, that's what I thought. Alright, so that takes away from my plan. So we'll have to just take down Renathal.
Job's done.
And I'll have to play the nice. And I'll have to play the Constrictor next turn.
Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
I'm worried that he might be playing like a Highlander version of this deck, and he's got Reno in it. So that'll really fuck my plans up. No, he's playing Casey. Taking out his own shit. So, we want to play us two Coil thing. Shit, what mana are we on? Alright, this for a second. 5, so he can play Abyssal Wave next turn and give me another curse.
I'm not getting any younger.
Let's just get rid of Za'qul. I don't want him healing off of it. And there's no sense mortal coiling that. I really love the animation for Immolate. I know it's a shit card, but just seeing them slowly disintegrate in their hand. That's what I figured was going to happen. Alright, so for now, while my hand's full, I'll just spice break right there. Play the curse out. Shit, he played all the cards? Or did they get destroyed? They got destroyed. Yes, I got rid of his Za'qul. I don't have 8. Shit. 7. So weird.
What is taking so long?
Fuck. I'd like to get the curse out of my hand. I'll negate it with the 5 armor. Well, I'd like to use that for removal too. Let's just do this. Let's start trying to pump it up on him as well. And just hope that he doesn't have an Abyssal Wave in his hand. Fuck. Using my own tactics against me, motherfucker. Shit. I think he's got me. Pretty sure he's got me. I really want to ship
I'm
this
not getting
face
any
too.
younger.
Food makes you think of summer. Popsicles by the pool to bright, juicy beaches, fresh off the grilled seafood and hand-shucked corn. There's plenty to love.
Well,
This summer, bring your crew together and make memories that last a lifetime.
see if I ship these
What
to
is taking
face.
so long? Dissolve! Your soul dissolves.
And then play Tamsin. I'm still gonna take massive damage from these. So I can touch one and mortal coil the Brann. And yeah, I'm gonna take massive damage from these fucking curses. But we got them below our health. We got a little bit of fuck. We had a little bit of advantage on them. Ouch. Fuck. See, that's the one downside of this deck. Now, like I said, I believe this deck is the one that's going to benefit the best from Prince Renathal, because it has so much potential. This video is probably going to show me losing twice, but as the new cards are released at Murder at Castle Denathria and in the December expansion, then the card pool is just going to get bigger, and I think this will become a top tier deck. So even though it's not completely consistent right now, definitely not against Quest Hunter, whether it's the 30 or 40 card version, and maybe not even the mirror match when they run the quest, but it definitely is going to be a contender when more cards get released. Shit, there's nothing really to do here. Yeah, I misplayed there. I forgot to draw. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get up to 5. I can't kill the Nether with the entitled customer. Kinda late for a Mithril Rod, but okay, so I don't know, Gigafin, he's got so much removal, he can just pop that Gigafin right open and get his Nether back, so I think what I'm going to do, could Siphon Soul it, or I could play Jaraxxus, but I think I'm going to Siphon Soul it this time. And I'm going to draw okay, we got Zola. No, he's Zola the entitled customer, or that's definitely going to take. And probably Green Soul on it to get my life back up. I don't really care if he's gonna kill it anyways, you know. These decks run, it's basically all removal and curses. diluting his deck though, with the riffs. Baba Naga, he plays that, just Herald the Shadow, he just plays those cards in his deck. Well, obviously it's working. I could Gigafin, I'm just so worried he's just gonna pop the fucking Gigafin right open. I gotta get rid of him though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can play the entitled customer, draw, and put a watch post out.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Alright. Maybe I should only run one copy of Immolate. I mean, when you get them late in the game like this, they're pretty much useless. I might just take them out altogether, you know. I kind of liked it with the Coil Fang Constrictors, but with all the battle cries in this, I think I might take out the Immolates. Just a suggestion if you guys are trying this deck. If you're trying the original one on Twitter, or this version, then, you know, tinker around with it. I would suggest probably taking out the 2 Immolates and putting in 2 Snapdragons. It just pumps everything up and puts them a little out of reach from those Grain Souls and touch of Nazriums and the removal stuff. See, exactly what I was saying. That card is a great finisher, and I'm actually kind of glad I queued into the mirror match because it can show you the power of this deck. So whether I win or lose, it's showcasing basically the deck and all the things it can do with the different configurations and how much it's benefiting from Prince Renathal. So I'm at 23. I could play my own commander. I'm going to take 10 if I do this. And then I'll heal up some from him. This is probably just going to kill me. Most likely, but... 13. Yeah, that's just fucking... That's just fucking lethal. He's got me. 7. Fuck, dude. That would put me at 4. And then, no, fuck it. Okay. It doesn't matter, he's got me anyway. It's 9. But, of course, he's going to pay health for his now, but he's just going to trade straight up for my Za'qul for his. Or he'll play a couple cheap spells and then do a straight trade for it. But either way, he's got me. You know, I said it was a little late to run a Mithril Rod when he did, but with how long these games can go on with the Prince in it, I guess late is changed a little bit now. There's something he wants to play, but he's thinking about the life total on it. Oh, shit. Alright, so he's at 12. I'm at 17. Cell Rift. And I got my own Tamsin. Just worried what he's going to do with it later. I don't know, let's gain some health back.
Jaraxxus, and a warlord of the Burning Legion!
God damn, I wish Jaraxxus cost 8 so you could actually use the hero power the same turn you played him. Shit, how much is that? Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's got me. And then he's putting out a... Fuck, man. That's the play I should have made. I should have fucking Zola'd my Za'qul. I thought his Za'qul burnt up. Could have sworn it burnt up. I'm at fucking 8. Great. How much is the next one set off for? 8? Yeah, yeah, he's got me. I just gotta Gigafin that. There's nothing else I can do. I'm pretty sure all he's... I forgot to attack. Doesn't matter anyways. He's at 21 and all he's gonna do is press the end turn button and I'm dead, so... Either way, I'm glad I queued into him, even though I got the L. I mean, against Quest Hunter, it was going to be an L from the beginning, but I'm glad I queued into him because it can show all the different potentials of this deck, like what it can really do, how annoying it can be, and how much damage you can do right off the bat. Oh, it was 6 dead. Like I said, all he had to do was hit the end turn button. He was just BMing there at the end. Alright. So, just to finish this video up, what I'm going to do is go back into my collection here. Whoops. And I'm going to bring this deck up. Curses. I'm taking out the immolates. They're too fucking slow. If they costed like 2 or something, you could put them out earlier. I don't know. They need to buff that card. It's just underperforming. Filters, new cards. The Snapdragon's actually worked out good in this deck because literally everything's a battle cry, and it puts them out of range of being, like I said, drain soul, mortal coiled, stuff like that. So. If you want to play this version of the deck, the deck code, which I'm going to copy right now, will be in the description of the video. If you want to play the original version of the deck, that's on my Twitter. Just scroll down. Like I said, if you want me to make a deck for you, whether you're a streamer or you're thinking about starting to stream or you're a player, just hit me up, DM me on Twitter. I'll do it for free. If you want me to deck doctor something or just create an original for you, let me know. Thought I'd just showcase this. Yes, they were both losses, but it shows the potential and the power and what I think is going to benefit the most from Prince Renathal. And I believe this will become a tier 2 deck when the expansion releases with the full range of cards, because they did say they were going to do more with the curses in one of their updates. So hopefully we see that for the Warlock reveals. So, this is the deck as it stands now. Like I said at the beginning, if you like the content, like, subscribe, share to other platforms. Hit the bell so you can be notified for new videos. If you didn't like the video, dislike it, but hopefully you can get some information or have fun playing the deck. Whichever's fine. And remember, every one of you in the Claw Club community, every one of you in the CCC is another claw on the paw that can swipe through anything that life throws at us. and we always have each other's back. Much love to you. I will see you guys in the next one.